Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu GENSHIN IMPACT zusammen mit Eike.
Hi.
Hi. Aber, ja, ohne große Umschweife schauen wir uns jetzt mal endlich mal das neue Kapitel an. Akasha pulsiert, die Kalpa-Flamme lodert. Guten Appetit. Warte bis zum nächsten Tag.
Morgen 6 Uhr.
Passt.
Relaxing days like this are nice. Let's take it easy.
Wo? Ach, mit Ken Dark.
Ach, Dechan ist doch logisch. Die Quest hat doch in der Wüste geendet. Da.
Ja, ich erinnere mich.
Naja.
Es war sehr lange. Sie hat sehr lange gedauert. Auf zurück in Aaru Dorf.
Sollte dich ins Mikro husten.
Candace, we're here!
Ja!
Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please, wait a moment.
Hä?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Ja.
Okay.
Kapitel 3. 5. Akt. Okay. Hatten wir ja vorher das jetzt mit Nahida als Wirt. Jetzt schauen wir uns mal um. Zurück und ist das wieder in der Taverne? Das ist alles jetzt komplett neu für mich. Nein, nicht sozusagen.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
Naja gut, die beiden sind jetzt nicht gerade sehr rätselig. Haben wir ja schon längst festgestellt.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
Vollständige Operationsplan aus.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
Ja, ich weiß, was eine Diskussion ist.
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
Wie spricht man das aus? Was? Tag. Zur Tat schreiten, okay.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care.
Oh, danke.
You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck. With everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
Hat sich Kenne so verknallt? Das kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor.
Mädchen, die sind alle thirsty.
So wie Kokomi mit ihren Fächertanz zum Beispiel.
Genau, Kokomi war das mit dem Fächertanzen, nicht Ayaka.
Ah ja, stimmt, die fängt auch mit K an. Auch K-Namen.
Ayaka, Kokomi, Tangonomia.
Ja.
Ne?
Ja, schon klar.
Nichts da. Die eine heißt Kokomi, die andere heißt Kamisato Ayaka.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
Hey, dessen Namen ich mir schwer merken kann.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Warum?
Naja, das ist halt... Ich denke mir mal, das ist der Typ mit den grauen Haaren. Aber wie schreibt man den Namen nochmal? So meine ich das.
Al-Haitan.
Ja,
Candace told everyone to be careful.
sprechen ist er schon, aber schreiben ist mal so eine Sache.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our
Wieso
plan is not
Al-Haitan?
child's play. We
Ja.
won't be able
I
to
hate
achieve
him.
anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Darüber bin ich mir
So
sehr
wie,
im Klaren.
So wie John Lee ist.
Ja, da gibt es ja ein Video, das können wir mal verlinken, in dem man mal die Aussprache von den Liu-Charakteren.
Nein, Dätschen, das war ein Gag. Das war ein Scherz, auf wie man den Namen schreiben soll.
Achso. Ja, darin sind wir uns im Klaren.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
Kampfgeist!
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation.
Paddeln? Okay, mach ich. Tschüss.
Ja. I hate him ist
Das
eher
sieht man
so...
einfach nur so wie, das sieht man einfach nur so wie Eva wegrennt.
Genau, I hate him ist eher so der Typ, der schmeißt einen ins Wasser, anstatt einen erstmal Schwimmen beizubringen.
We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Ja.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar.
Naja gut, wenn alle Forscher so aussehen.
But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight.
Und dass du ein göttliches Auge hast.
Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy.
Oh,
Hyman
Kreativist, der
still
Gute.
remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
Ja, nicht das Buch nach dem Cover beurteilen.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Als wenn es gestern gewesen wäre.
You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, But this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction.
Ah, so war das also.
The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
Wieder aufgetaucht?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms.
Stimmt, der Baum, der muss ja auch wieder, genau. Ich erinnere mich.
At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
Ja gut, das hätten wir uns eigentlich auch denken können, oder Eike?
Wieso, das wissen wir doch schon lange.
Ja, ja, das meine ich ja.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Ich glaube, sie weiß davon schon, oder vielleicht doch nicht?
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
Der Schlüssel zur Rettung von Irminsul, Beriss des Bewusstseins.
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
Oh ja, was war das? Erstes Kapitel?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces.
Korrekt.
To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Stützpunkt der Goldbrigade. Okay, wo war der dann nochmal? Ein Glück habe ich schon inzwischen alles schon freigeschaltet in der Wüste. Das hat sie am vorigen Kapitel auch schon geholfen, auch wenn das ganz meistens um das Aaru Dorf, Aaru Dorf stattgefunden hat.
Erlitt schon wieder Schlaganfall?
Nee, das war nur... ihr müsst wissen, Leute, wir nehmen das hier gerade ganz frisch auf. Das ist wahrscheinlich das frischeste Genshin-Video, was wir je gemacht haben.
Oh, you made it.
Wurde das am frühesten aufgenommen, ne?
What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, erkennst du sie wieder, Eike? Das sind die beiden Gelehrten, die, ich habe beinahe Angst gehabt, dass wir sie totschlagen. Nein, bitte tut uns nicht. Macht uns nicht weh.
Weiter.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Ah, Rukkhadevata, haben, ich erinnere mich.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Oh, cooler Effekt.
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious.
That's an interesting response.
Das war jetzt wahrscheinlich eher Zufall.
Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The Academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with... Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Hinzufügen? Das geht?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Natürlich.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Ja, das hat er doch gerade gesagt.
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
Ich glaube, Palmer ist meiste Zeit besorgt.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Ja, ich denke schon.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
Na, hoffentlich.
Now, open your eyes. Here,
What's this?
read it out loud.
Stehen so einige seltsame Worte?
It's done.
Baguette, Portemonnaie, mon chéri.
Garage. Was für ein sonderbares Erlebnis.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
Also bisher geht's uns gut.
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha.
Also all die in Sumeru City wohnen.
You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
Abhängig?
A fool? A machine?
Maschinenidiot? Naja.
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Modifikationen? Und auch wieder zurück zum Karawanenribat, um mit Zuno zu reden. Und da
Man
ist...
kann die neue Kanne einfach kaufen bei Knolle.
Ah, und hier kann man auch schon die neue Dendro-Hypostase sehen.
Ja, die Boss-Arena habe ich dir schon mal gezeigt vor ein paar Wochen.
Ja, die ist ja bisher, die ist schon da gewesen, aber ist leer. Jetzt nicht mehr.
Sunny days are so warm and cozy.
Kann mir schon?
Sleepy.
Ja, ich kann mir schon denken, was jetzt passieren wird.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
Hab die Zeit im
I've
Blick.
given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
but it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Hatham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Oh oh, jetzt gibt es schon Reibung, sozusagen.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Hatham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Hatham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Empörende Vorschläge?
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Zuno ist nicht der Typ, der sagt hier, der Zweck heiligt die Mittel.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City.
Ja, das wäre verdächtig.
My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Hatham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Hatham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
Das eine Auge.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
Ist gar nicht so ein harter Typ, wie man immer gedacht hat, Eike, was?
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
Ich kann helfen, mit Maß Gewalt auszuüben.
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Genau, wir sollten ihn nicht den Stich lassen.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety.
Oh, da habe ich jetzt Befürchtungen.
Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Schmeckt dir richtig gut.
Hm. Können wir die nachkochen? Natürlich kann man es nachkochen. So, okay, dann treffen wir uns dann mit den Soldaten und hoffen wir mal, dass das Ganze nicht zum Desaster wird und irgendeiner, wie sagt man, die Nerven verliert. Und es dann doch so zu mehr Verlusten kommt. Aber das sehen wir dann in der nächsten Folge, Eike, nicht wahr?
Ja, keine große Verabschiedung. Bis dann.
Genau.